You open Zillow. Maybe your lease was just renewed and the new price made your stomach drop. Maybe you got a promotion, a real one, and thought, okay, maybe now. Maybe you just drove past a neighborhood you like and looked it up later out of curiosity. And the price was insane. Not expensive, insane. Like who's buying this? 66% of Americans say housing costs have made it harder to build the kind of life they want. More than half have delayed or changed life plans because of it. This isn't a fringe experience. This is the defining financial reality of our time. And almost nobody is being straight with you about why. Here's what you're not asking for. You're not asking for a subsidy. You're not asking for anyone to feel sorry for you. You just want something so very simple, a stable place to live. A future you can plan around, the ability to stay near your family, near a job, in a community you actually want to live in, without spending every dollar just to keep the rain off your head. That's it. And 59% of Americans in our polling said the same thing. Stability, ahead of everything else. When things feel broken, we go looking for villains. Politics has a long list ready. Greedy landlords, corporate developers, Wall Street buying up single-family homes. Some of that is real, but it doesn't explain the core of the problem. And here it is. This is man-made scarcity. Housing is expensive because the rules are designed to keep it expensive. Not by accident, by design. The rule that makes it illegal to build a duplex in most American neighborhoods weren't written by regular people trying to build homes. They were written by planning commissions and city councils, a bureaucratic apparatus built over the last 100 years, explicitly to control what gets built, where, and for whom. Think about what this means. They outlawed the most affordable housing types. They gave neighbors veto power over what a property owner does on his own land. They created a permission system so Byzantine that only large developers can navigate it, the very people most likely to build luxury units, not starter homes. Here's what the data actually shows. Your parents' generation bought a house on one income. Your grandparents built a neighborhood from scratch. They climbed a ladder starting with the affordable starter home, duplex, trailer, or townhome, the first rung in the middle-class life. That ladder didn't disappear because people got lazy. It got pulled up. Here's a sketch of how it works. You want to build a starter home, a duplex, something a working family can actually afford. First, zoning says you can't build that type of home in that particular neighborhood. You find a lot that allows it. But minimum lot size rules say the land isn't big enough. You find a bigger lot, but parking mandates require 2 spaces per unit, whether or not tenants own cars. The geometry stops working, the math stops working, so you redesign. But building codes require materials and specifications that price the whole thing out of reach unless you're a large developer who can absorb the overhead. Every layer has a justification. Together they form a wall, preventing you from the American dream. And here's the good news. There's no law of physics that says a hardworking 28-year-old can't afford a studio apartment in the city where she got her first real job. These outcomes aren't fate. They're downstream consequences of specific, traceable, and reversible decisions. The American dream isn't dead. It's being blocked. And what policy helped create, policy can fix. Not with a new spending program, not with rent control, but by getting out of the way, by repealing the laws that make it illegal to build, by trusting property owners and builders and communities to meet demand the American way, by building it. That's Build the Dream. I'm David Rand. We're publishing the history, the policy, and the names of the people blocking the way. If you believe the American dream isn't just nostalgia, it's a birthright being blocked, this is your movement. Subscribe, share this, let's build the American dream together.